All right, we're back. Part 3. Sorry,
Okay.
we were where we cut off. I don't remember. James was trying to break things down for us in redneck talk.
And redneck talk. Do the thing that makes you better at the thing you.
Oh, it was about like lower weight, higher reps versus one rep or like fewer reps and fucking higher weight.
Oh yeah, well it depends on if you're trying to gain muscle or if you're trying to get stronger, because you can definitely gain muscle at a lower weight and at higher repetition. But part of strength is comes with neural adaptation.
Right.
So your nervous system being able to handle and fire off those muscle fibers quickly enough to exert force against that weight.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to get stronger, yes, you need to lift heavier weight. If you're not trying to get stronger, all you're trying to do is get bigger. You can definitely do lower weight at a higher repetition rate.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of when people used to say that guy's big for nothing.
No, yeah. I wouldn't say it's necessarily big for nothing. It's just bigger for a different purpose.
Yeah.
It's because there is a little bit of functionality that comes with that type of weight training.
Yeah.
Maybe you typically you're a little bit more fatigue resistance.
Right.
While I know it's not typical for type 1 muscle fibers to gain that size.
Yeah, buddy.
It's not typical for type 1 muscle fiber to gain that size, but you can do it. They still grow.
Yeah.
So, but they're also still pretty fatigue resistant. Type 1 muscle fibers being like that slow twitch muscle fiber.
Yeah.
Like not the explosive fast twitch that's pretty high fatigue.
Right.
The fatigue rate on that's pretty high. Those muscle fibers get worn out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the ones that you need to run or do 100 push-ups with.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man,
they still grow like that.
I guess I would compare it to this fight that I saw back in high school where it was this dude who was just fucking jacked. I mean, the guy looked awesome, really big muscles and shit. And he fought a friend of mine who didn't look all that tough and all that. He kind of looked like a chubby guy. But I know the chubby guy was a center for the football team.
Oh, fuck.
And they were at a party and they're both drunk and they're both fuck you, you can't beat me up. You got all these muscles and shit, you think you're hard, and, push came to shove. And the dude that looked awesome, you'd put him in a fucking modeling catalog, this guy's fucking cover of Muscle of Fitness, got his ass whooped by this big fat kid who was the center for the football team. And that's just because that dude had actual strength. He could actually manhandle this guy. Whereas this guy looked fantastic. He looked terrific. But when it came to actually being dangerous in a fucked up situation, he was not.
Well, and one, fighting and strength are both skills.
Yeah.
If you don't, and sometimes they come naturally to people.
Yeah.
I think probably the best way to put this is watch any fight with Andy Ruiz Jr., who is now heavyweight champion of the world, or Daniel Cormier, not his John Jones fight, but these guys, they don't look all that athletic.
Cormier does not look that great.
No, he doesn't look that great.
But that dude would whoop your fucking ass.
Oh, yeah, he would. Yeah, same with Andy Ruiz Jr., who just knocked out, what's that dude? Andrew Joshua?
Jesus and Nazareth.
Yeah. Anyways,
kind of blasphemous, but
yeah,
it's fight,
quick hands,
whatever.
and I mean the dude is fucking fast.
Yeah,
and you looking at him, you wouldn't be all like, "Oh wow, that dude's."
Yeah,
I bet that dude's got quick hands. No, same with him and Daniel Cormier. You wouldn't think that, looking at him, oh man, this dude looks like he's having way too much cake or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But
when it came down to fucking whooping someone's ass,
because fighting is a skill.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it definitely helps you if you're stronger.
Yeah.
But, same with any other sport, if you don't have the skill set for it, you're probably going to get your ass kicked.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But, that's, same with football or Baseball, it's all like, oh, the strongest guys in the gym might not be the best guys
Yeah.
on the field.
Well, like a lot of times, football guys, the strongest dudes on the football team, don't look that great.
No, they
Like,
don't. Well, same with.
I remember Will Fork from fucking the Patriots. I guess now he's part of Dallas, boo. But that dude was a fucking monster. That dude was strong as shit, and he didn't look that great.
Oh, well, same thing with like Richie Incognito.
Yeah,
Like doesn't look that great.
You would not put him on a magazine cover.
Wouldn't put him on a magazine, but that's it's a different skill. I don't need you to look good.
Yeah,
I just need you to be fast.
do your fucking job.
Hit hard. I need you to do your job.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the same thing. It's like I don't need you to look good. I just need you to win fucking titles.
Yeah.
I need you to win this next fight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's interesting. Like, and I think one of my favorite posters of all time was this post. It was a photograph of a lineup of all these athletes, and they're pretty much in their underwear. They say what sport they are, but they're all different shapes and body types, and people are just built differently.
Yeah.
To do different sort of sports better.
Yeah.
Like you typically you're heavier set. Like throwers are heavier set. They're taller.
Yeah.
Like shot putting stuff like that.
Yeah.
Boxers might typically be leaner. Jiu-jitsu fighters typically leaner. Stuff like that. But
I mean, look at
play to their strengths.
Look at fucking Hoist Gracie. Came in like what was it, like UFC 3 or 2 or something?
UFC 1.
Was it UFC 1?
He was actually
and he's
fun story. It was basically the UFC was made to showcase how awesome Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Oh shit, man.
That was put on by them. Like, hey, we want to showcase the best fighting style in the world.
Yeah.
And that's what UFC used to be. It's like, oh, we're going to do like a boxer versus
which was a killer concept.
But I kind of UFC is weird to me because it's kind of gone the way of like almost more in favor of entertainment than it has.
Oh yeah, it's totally WWF now.
Oh yeah, like people just talk shit and they get a fight.
They're like, here's where the money is.
To be like number 2 guy fights number 1 guy, and then they there's a belt on the line.
Yeah,
and that's what I used to like. It was a little bit more. I used to watch it religiously. Like, I fucking loved it. That was my sport.
Yeah.
When it was more in favor of athletic competition versus, hey, let's sell this fight.
Yeah.
And I wholeheartedly blame the whole Reebok deal and Fox deal for ruining that. Because they're like, oh, we got to make money. So we need to sell more fights. Conor McGregor needs to talk more shit to people.
Yeah. Get him to talk more. Get him to talk more shit to people.
Yeah, get him to talk more shit because talking shit sells fights. And while it does for a casual fan, like there's still, that fan base like myself that actually kind of enjoys it for the sport that it is.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's what other competition? It's just you versus another dude.
Yeah.
There isn't like a point. Like, okay, there is kind of a point system, but
prison sex.
Yes. No.
Wait, what?
There's a little bit of a point system. Like, it is judged, but there isn't a ball, there isn't a goal. The goal is just to prove that you're better.
Yeah, you can fight better.
Yeah, you can fight better.
Yeah. What happens when a kung fu guy goes up against a U.S. Marine?
Well, it's not even that. It's like when I really started getting into it, when they really start making more mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I can't just be good at the stand-up. I also have to be good. If I'm going
grappling and
grappling.
Shit. I guess they used to call...
Or you have to be kind of like how Chuck Liddell used to be.
Yeah.
Which was, I'm going to use my wrestling in reverse and keep the fight standing.
Yeah.
So that I can just beat the shit out
I could just knock you the fuck out.
So, you can't get me to the ground. So you're just going to have to fight me standing up.
Yeah. Which was way more entertaining.
It was more entertaining.
He was kind of the last of the guys that would fight you standing up and that kind of thing.
I mean,
he did get beat by Ortiz and that. But.
He got beat by Ortiz in the third fight, and that was way past his prime, anyways. Like you could tell,
oh yeah, he shouldn't have been in that fight.
don't watch any Chuck Liddell fights nowadays because it I don't know. It's like watching fuck. It's like watching your grandpa put your dog out to pasture. It's all like, oh man, I used to love you back in the day, but now it's just getting kind of sad. Like, because I don't know, it's like
you got to put old Yeller down, man.
I mean, at a certain point, like that, this is the only life, and that just kind of, UFC kind of similar problems that I think that WWE does.
What? That it's awesome and amazing to watch?
No, well, they don't fucking take care of their.
Oh yeah. They should really fucking step up on the whole insurance, covering their fighters and that kind of thing.
They do cover but the long term insurance policy.
Man.
I don't feel like they take care of their athletes as good as they probably could or should. No. And I think I read an article
it's a $1 billion industry.
Yeah, only 10% of the actual revenue that came in actually went to the athletes.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
And I think that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, they should definitely take better care of their athletes.
Okay.
We'll get back on track. My wife had a bunch of fucking questions she was trying to railroad you with before the interview even started.
And some of it was interesting. I'm glad she asked them, actually.
Yeah.
She asked me, she's like, hey, I've been seeing the whole calorie in, calories out sort of thing. She's all like, because apparently she'd been doing a program where she was doing a lot of high intensity, like burpees, running, jump ropes, that sort of thing.
And just now she started
weightlifting. She's like, I've started to see more progress with the heavy lifting and with more rest time than I have with the high intensity, like go for an hour. And there's probably a lot of reasons for that. If she wasn't lifting heavily beforehand,
she was.
Then that's a new adaptation that needs to take place. And I tell people, like, oh, well, why are you doing this exercise? Like, why are you doing tempo squats versus normal squats? And there's a myriad of reasons I can give you, but probably the biggest reason will always be variation. Like, I'm trying to give a different stimulus than what I had previously had before.
You gotta shock those fucking muscles, man.
You gotta give them something. You got every now and one, for your client's sake, for your client athlete's sake, and for just even adaptation. So you gotta give something a little bit different than just either increasing weight in the exercise or volume.
Yeah.
Like, give something a little bit tactical. Like, have you ever tried slowing your fucking squats down to a 5-second eccentric? It sucks.
Yeah.
God, it sucks.
Like a drag body, dude. Oh. I didn't know what the fuck a drag body was for until last year, and I didn't know it was like I hold this bar while I'm curling it, and I go as slow as humanly possible up across my body, which is why it's called drag body. And then I do the same thing going down, and it's just slow as possible. It's fucking torture. I absolutely love it.
Okay. There was a challenge, it's like the 100-second pull-up.
Yeah? Oh, fuck that shit, man.
Or no, it was like a minute.
Really?
Like and I went as slowly. I got it done.
Oh,
pretty good pull-ups. But it's like, man, this kind of hurts.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because you're basically, it's not quite isometric yet, where you're just holding the position.
Yeah.
Yeah, back on track. So variation is one. Two, if you're trying to lose weight as a female, you should lift weights more.
Yeah.
Because the reason why your husband or boyfriend loses weight pretty quickly is because he has a pretty big
dick.
No,
not dick.
That's not. Has a large muscle mass.
Dick.
Index.
I was trying to be nice to myself.
Muscle has a lot of muscle mass.
Yeah.
So, and your fat is actually metabolized in the muscle. So it's typically easier for men to lose weight over women. Yeah. So if you are a woman, lift weights more, build a bigger fat-burning furnace, and then start to go do your high metabolic stuff.
Yeah, man.
So that's probably another reason. You're giving different stimulus. You're also starting to build muscle a little bit more.
Let me get that pen, James.
Yeah. I think we also, off the air, we had a talk about some of the stuff I was doing now at ASU. One of the things that I've been doing out there this last semester that has been pretty awesome is we were working with, we were providing fitness programming for people with other capabilities, such as cerebral palsy.
Those are capabilities.
Some other capabilities like
handicapped people.
Yes,
okay, like the blind motherfucker I saw getting walked into my gym today. Dude had bigger arms than I did. I didn't like that at all.
And even more so than that, like
there's a guy at another gym I work out at, and he's like, I think he was a war veteran, and he's missing his legs, but like he has them beneath his thighs, but no knees.
Mm.
And that fucking guy can bench more than I can.
But like people like that, like amputees, paraplegics, quadriplegics, some traumatic brain injuries, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Populations that would otherwise be looked at like, oh, you can't help yourself and stuff like that. We try to give them like a sense of empowerment. Take them through workouts. We kind of build like a community with them.
Yeah.
It's been pretty awesome.
So you got to really think outside the fucking box on that shit.
Oh, yeah. Like my last athlete who he was training, he wanted to do the 200-meter sprint for the Paralympics. Pretty strong kid, too. Like, there's certain things that when somebody is missing a knee joint that you have to think about. I'm like, oh, my God. I'm like, like, hey, we're going to do wall drill. We're going to do some wall drills. And you don't have a knee, so I guess we will have to think outside the box.
Yeah.
On this one, like I think I had to like set up a barbell, and so since he couldn't control where his prosthetic would kick.
Yeah.
So a lot of time, so when we first started doing wall drills, he would kick the wall. We just set it up where his hands were on the bar drill. On the barbell.
Yeah.
So that when we did do like our load and lift drills, it wouldn't kick through the wall, it just kick under the bar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Fun stuff like that. It's like, oh, I can't do mountain climbers either because you don't have a knee.
Yeah.
Pretty much every squat becomes a box squat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, it was fun though because I'm like, oh, this is different. And
this is different.
That's why
this
I like
is hard,
it.
Yeah.
That's why I like it. Like a challenge of trying to get the same adaptation out of somebody without doing what you would normally do.
Yeah, without legs or without, whatever.
Yeah, and it was good. It was a good time, and I really enjoyed doing it.
Hell yeah, man.
It was, yeah.
And it's like, those dudes are at the gym. What's your fucking excuse,
Yeah, but
that's a whole attitude, though, too. Are you going to let this shit defeat you? Or are you going to fucking get your ass to work?
Exactly.
Are you going to do something? Or are you going to sit around and feel bad for yourself? Because plenty of people do that and they have all their limbs. There are plenty of fat people that fucking are miserable people or just people not worth a goddamn that have all their limbs and all their, capabilities, but they don't do shit with them,
I mean, it was
Are you a fighter or not?
Yeah. And a lot of those people I was like talking to, hey, oh man, a lot of them were pretty good natured about it. So they ended up picking I feel kind of fucked up saying this.
Yeah.
So for our class 2 t-shirts, so we would like do like a 9-week program and take through it. On the back of it, it said we were looking for a phrase to put on the back of it, and they went with "walk it off."
Fuck! They came up with that shit. That's awesome.
I'd say it was my fucked up sense of humor. Nice. They went with it because they loved it so much.
They were like, "That's amazing."
Well, it was just fun. Like it was because what else are you gonna do? You need to you need to have some sense of humor about some like shit you can't control. It's like okay, might as well have a good sense of humor about this. Like I remember this one time on our first little powwow meeting for like community building. We one of the representatives from the university came in and they were doing like these little team building games.
Yeah.
And we were what'd she say? said, all right, everybody, circle up. And we're scooting our chairs into the middle of the circle. And one of our paraplegic rolls up and just, as he's rolling up into the circle, goes, one of us. One of us.
Fuck, man.
I'm all like, wow. And
That's awesome.
Obviously, I bust up laughing. And this poor representative just did not know what to do.
Oh, shit, dude.
And then
You gotta
she's
laugh
like,
at
okay,
that.
so this next one, we need to get up out of our chairs and move around a little bit.
Yeah.
And one of our cerebral palsy patients is just like, I can't do that.
I can't do that. I'm sorry.
It just looks at her deadpan. Of course, he knows what he's like. At the time, he's like, dude's probably one of the best natured people.
He's definitely fucking with her. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just.
I think a lot of those people just have like way better sense of humor about it because
also,
they have to.
You have to, but you also like after time they have a sense of basically gratefulness that we're working.
I'm sure
that we're trying to help them.
They're not taking shit for granted.
And I say, like, some of them, like a lot of those guys who came in, like especially my athlete who was missing a leg, like he worked his ass off.
Yeah.
And it showed like what he's done. He was fucking stronger.
Yeah.
Got a lot quicker. His sprint coaches are like, yeah, you look like, wow, your sprint time went.
Yeah.
Like,
you're not fucking around. You're getting it. And you're getting on it.
Like, and he's all like, yeah, my gym shorts don't fit me like they used to.
Hell yeah.
Because his legs were getting bigger.
Oh, dude, I got to experience a little bit of that in the early June. My sister-in-law got married, and I have 3 suits in my closet, and I haven't worn any of them, except for like once each. And I'm trying these suits on, and my fucking thighs were too big for the pants. Oh. It wasn't like my gut, because I do have I have a bit of a bare belly, you know. It's unable to really hide, but like I was putting the pants on, and it wasn't like my waist or my gut. It was my fucking thighs were too fucking big, just from doing squats. I was like,
I've had that.
This sucks, but I'm really, really proud.
Yeah, okay. My pants don't fit me like they normally do, but it's not because my waist is too big. It's because my fucking legs won't fit in the pant legs anymore.
You ought to see this, babe.
Yeah.
Look at my fucking legs.
Well, look at this. It looks like who was that? I think it was a Mark Bell podcast. They're all like, oh, it looks like I'm smuggling 2 cantaloupes in my back pocket.
Hell yeah. That's great, man. So let's get really deep, James. I'm going to hit you with a really fucking serious question.
Oh, great.
What inspires you?
What inspires me?
No, that's what I asked.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh.
I derailed you. I didn't mean to do that.
What inspires me? That's actually a really good question.
I mean, I just look at you. You know, I've known you for fucking years and years. You are probably one of the more successful friends that I have. You fucking get after it. You are not a lazy person at all. You're always working. You're always doing something. You're always doing something that you're passionate about. Well, like, what inspires you, man?
This is going to sound kind of morbid, but I think the fact that a lot of my close friends died when I was younger probably inspires me, and that's because I know life is kind of fleeting. So why would I spend it? I want to be why spend it doing something that I don't enjoy?
Yeah. So
I want to go have a career that is, fulfilling to me.
Yeah, that's perfect, man.
Yeah, that's what inspires me is
because
to not have any days where, and I still get those days where I'm like, fuck, this sucks.
Yeah.
But to eventually kind of look back and like, hey, that was a good time. And I'm okay with whatever happens next. That if I died tomorrow, it would be, I still had a fulfilling life regardless.
Yeah, because you never know when it's going to end. Yeah. I mean,
that's not really inspired, but that's my motivation.
Yeah, you never know. So
yeah, and
you might as well get after it and kick some fucking ass while you're alive.
Yeah, and I guess, yeah, like I said, that's, I don't know, that's necessarily inspire. That's the motivation.
There's a motivation behind you. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the motivation is to, do something that I enjoy, be able to live comfortably
Yeah.
while doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hopefully inspire somebody else to do better in their own life.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I can positively influence somebody, just like I said earlier on this podcast, I love it when somebody, and I have multiple little thank you letters, and if I could honestly just support myself just on thank you letters, that would be my motivation.
Yeah.
But I can't, so I'm hoping I get paid a salary.
Yeah.
At some point in this venture.
That's just reality.
Yeah, that's just reality. I got to eat too. But just having somebody say, hey, I'm better now knowing you and working with you, having worked with you, than I did not knowing you at all.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's fantastic.
As shitty and philosophical as that sounds.
I don't think all philosophical things are shitty, though. I think sometimes it's good just to have a little bit of introspection, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm very introspective.
So it's every once in a while it's good just to, talk to an old buddy of yours who have thousands and thousands of listeners. Not really.
No, one or two of you are probably going to.
And I'm one of the ones.
Oh, jeez.
So it's like
we've had 15 hits, a new record.
Oh shit! It's like me and your sister are listening to this.
Oh yeah, probably. Hi, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole. But yeah, no, like seriously.
Sorry about the dick story earlier. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've already told you that, but
I regret nothing.
I totally forgot that I should be pretty sure of that.
I think it's good to have little moments of introspection, mostly because it helps me with ratings, but also it's just kind of fun.
Mm-hmm. It is kind of fun, and it's not something that I normally. Well, okay, I am introspective, but it's not something I outwardly.
Oh, I know.
Say,
but
I usually make jokes and.
Oh no, you're very nihilistic and you're joking.
Oh yeah,
which is why I like you.
Oh. You're very nihilistic and very end of worldly.
Yeah.
You're not worldly. You're end of worldly.
End of worldly. Yeah. That's great, man.
Oh man.
I think we'll wrap it up right there.
All right.
I will say this though, I am better having had you as a friend.
Well,
and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Okay.
Joe, I appreciate that.
Yeah. And all right, so you're not doing personal training anymore, or still?
I mean, if you want to look me up, James Bockas, I'm on Instagram. Shoot me a message. I do remote programming. I don't necessarily call it personal training. I call it coaching. I feel like that's a weird pet peeve of mine. I don't like being called a personal trainer because I feel like I put in the time and the work to be called a coach. Okay,
Coach James. Sorry.
That's like because people can like the certification to be a personal trainer. It doesn't take much.
Right, I'm sure.
I feel that coaching takes a little bit more communication. It takes a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more experience. And I'm not even that much experienced as I would like to be. I can never have enough experience or knowledge.
Right. Which is probably
I feel like.
Probably a trait of a real coach.
I remember one of my mentors back last year was like, "Oh no, don't go to because I told him I don't really. I mean, before I came to this internship, I thought I was, I was wondering whether or not I was in the right career. I was like, don't ever second guess yourself again. You're a coach. You're really good at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, and that was kind of validating for me.
Okay.
So, but. I think the way I like to put it is like I can train myself. I can personally train myself. I can't coach myself.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
I need somebody else to coach me. I need coaching offers guidance. Like personal training is kind of just like.
Oh yeah, do that.
Yeah, it's just okay. Here's your program. Okay, go ahead. This is what you need to do.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more. I feel like in the term coaching.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more sense of pride.
Yeah.
It's not just the occupation you hold is the type of person you are.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I'd still, I do.
I didn't know that, and I didn't realize that, and you taught me something.
So yeah, I still offer programming online.
Yeah.
Most of the athletes that I do, whether they're weightlifting or trying better body composition, and most of it's remote programming. But yeah, that's and I kind of do the pricing varies on a case to case basis because it depends on what you need, how much of my attention that you need.
Right.
I can write somebody a program and just be done with it pretty reasonably, but if you want me to do volume tracking or power tracking, injury prevention, that sort of stuff, obviously, the more time I devote to it, the more.
Yeah. Time is money.
Yep.
Fuck
time is money.
Oh, yeah. All right. I think we'll wrap it up right there. I'm going to play a really, really long fucking heavy metal song right now. Ooh, let's see. What will I play? Oh, I know I'll play. I'll play some...
anything by Sleep, because all their songs are fucking 20 minutes long.
Yeah, I'm having sleep on here, man. I'm just...
I'll be honest, I don't really care that much for Sleep.
I really don't.
Sleep puts me to sleep.
Let's see.
It's the same riff.
Oh,
for
shit.
20 minutes.
It really is. Okay, we'll play Holds of Stone by Tomb of Belial.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Little black metal for you, mister.
Black metal.
Yeah. Had these guys on here not too long ago. They're great.
Really?
Yeah, they're pretty awesome.
Well, this was fun. I've enjoyed it.
Fuck yeah, man. I'm glad you came. There's a way for us to...
I don't know. Doris Roberts died.
Who's that now?
Actress.
Were you pretty close to that dude that lived behind you that died in Afghanistan?
Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't that close to him. He was our neighbor.
Yeah.
But he
seemed like he was a pretty good guy.
Yeah, he was the town mayor.
Oh yeah.
Town mayor. You know what? He didn't even need to go on that deployment. He did it because he wanted to.
No kidding.
He was a reservist.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be his last one. He had 7 kids, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I saw him on TV.
Yeah, and now his wife does stuff with Mark Wahlberg and stuff for they
for Wounded Warrior and shit like that.
No, not Wounded Warrior. I forget it's another one, but they basically the charity paid off their house.
Wow.
It was pretty significant. She's in my parents' ward, and it was sad, dude. It was
yeah.
Oh shit! It's always sad when that type of shit happens, for sure. Especially because it was inside the base. Basically, they were training Afghani soldiers. I think they knew who he was too, because the dude just pop, and then he shot him, and then the rest of the Afghan soldiers were like, "What the fuck?" Bam, 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 and just shoot that dude.
Plugged him. Holy shit, dude! Was he planning on doing it, or was it an accident?
No, they planned it. So sometimes they'll get somebody. Taliban will get somebody on the inside, and they'll pretty much wait till they can kill a senior personnel.
Yeah. Fucking scumbags. Dude.
Yeah, it was fucked up. Oh my God.
What's up, dude?
Ben Askren got knocked the fuck out in 5 seconds.
Who's that? Well, there was a fight tonight, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm. Masvidal KO's Askren in 5 seconds. It's not moving fast enough. So where are these guys from?
Here.
Oh, good.
Yep. Yeah, man. I had these guys on the show, not too long ago. That was a 3-parter. We got really drunk that night.
That was 3-part. We got really drunk.
Yeah, really hammered that night. What'd you think of that Lev? Did you like that?
What?
That Lev.
Oh, dude, that one was good.
It's fucking good, When you heading back to Arizona?
I'll be heading back there first week of August.
Oh, okay.
I got one more month left.
Yeah.
It's like I haven't really done much. Fuck dude, I work at Weaver so much.
Yeah.
Like it's like sometimes they're like 12 hours. And I got home like don't want to do anything. I'm gonna go to sleep and then wake up at 4:30. Good text my buddy Jake.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of this song. I gotta get rid of all this stuff. I just download so much music on this fucker. Yeah, this thing is super easy if you want to do a podcast.
What is this?
Spreaker dashboard.
Oh, okay.
It's like $6 a month, and it gives you all this dashboard shit. You can just download songs right to it from your computer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. I don't know anything about technology at all, so it's not bad at all. It's a use. Don't read my notes. Those are my notes. It's for me. Drop plate on dick.
God damn it. I knew I was like, oh, fuck, here it comes. Yeah, there was this time I dropped a 45-pound blower plate on my dick. Yeah, it was, I'm going to try to say this in the kindest terms that in case the off chance that somebody that I work for listens to this, that I'm not going to get fired for it.
Well, why would you get fired for it? You already suffered for it.
Oh, yeah.